Hello and welcome to another edition of Will's Grill Shack. It feels like ages since I've sat in front of the camera and done a video, but I'm excited to bring you the next few videos, which are going to be based around the demos that I've been doing in the last 6 months. So we're going to be going through the entire demo menu that I would normally cook in a short period of say 4 or 5 hours at a retailer. So I'm looking forward to showing you this, and we're going to first of all kick off with the amazing pork belly burnt ends, which only take 3.5 hours and taste absolutely insane. So let's head on over to the bench and I'm going to show you how I prep them and how I get them ready. And I normally do this the night before, so everything is ready to go for your demo. Right, this is our piece of pork belly from Costco, only a cheap thing. We've got, what, 2.2 kilos here, and it is £11.14 for that. So this is predominantly what I would use for doing demos. Costco are actually really good now, and they sell it with the ribs out underneath, so the bone out, and also the skin off. So literally all you got to do is cut it into cubes. But I thought for the purpose of this video, I would show you guys exactly how I trim it up. Okay, so it's out the packet, and what we're looking for with pork belly is you've got a good layer of fat here, so you can see there the fat. We've got a good 1/2 inch of fat, but we've also got 1/2 inch of meat there as well. And that is what you're looking for when you're selecting your pork belly, is that you've got a good fat to meat ratio on this. So what I like to do first is we're just going to trim off the skin just like this. Really easy, and you want to leave behind a nice bit of that fat to go with it. So we're just going to trim this off. Okay, so you can see there we've left a good layer of fat on the top. We will trim this up and get rid of all the little scraggly little bits, but we left a good layer of fat there. And now what we need to do is take this sort of bone out here, which we're just going to do now. So what you want to do is find where the bone sort of starts, so which is just here. Go as close to the bone as you possibly can and just cut into it just like so, and follow it all the way along just like so. And after you've trimmed it, that is the slab of pork belly that you're left with. So we've got a good meat to fat ratio there. You can see we've taken the bone out the back as well. Loads of nice fatty bits here, and yeah, so now what we need to do is trim this into the perfect sort of squares to cook with. So I like to go about 1 inch by 1 inch. So you just grab your knife and you just carve down just like so. Make sure your knife's nice and sharp, and you'll be left with a strip just like that. So now we've got our strips here. What we need to do is trim these into the squares. So again, just like that, and that is sort of like the perfect pork belly burnt end, I would say. You've got a nice bit of fat on there, but you've also got a nice bit of meat. So we're just going to finish trimming these all up, and that is them broken down now into the squares, and we just need to get the seasoning ready now. So first of all, we need to make sure the rub is going to stick. You can use Frenchie's mustard. I've actually been using hot sauce quite a lot, which works pretty well. So we're just going to spray some of this over, get in here and just mix those pork belly ends into the mixture. I like to grab the pork and poultry Traeger rub, use this week in week out now, and we just go straight over the top. And then again, hands in, mix it all about, make sure all of those pork belly ends are covered, and then we're just going to leave that on the side while we fire up the Traeger. Okay, so we've got the Ranger here full up with hickory pellets. I find they work the best, and we're just going to start off at 105 degrees, and we're just going to let that come up to temperature. Okay, so we are at the magical temperature, and now what we want to do is pop these pork belly burnt ends onto the grill. So we're just going to close that down, and we're not going to do anything for an hour. Okay, so we also need to make up our spray. So in here we've got some apple vinegar cider, and then we've also got some Jack Daniel's whiskey here, which is actually my favourite for doing this. Really gives a nice flavour. So we're just going to pour probably a couple of shots of that into the apple vinegar cider. Chuck your spray bottle top back on, and that is your mixture ready to go. Okay, so we're at the 1 hour mark, and you can see these are starting to look good. So we're just going to give these a little spritz over, and then we will pop back in another hour and transfer them to our foil boat. Okay, so we're at the 2 hour mark, and you can see these have got a nice sort of bark to them, I'd say. They're looking good, looking spongy, and they look like they've absorbed the nice smoky flavour, as you can see from the colour. So we're going to get these off, and then we're going to put them into our foil boat. So let's get to the bench now. Okay, so there is our pork belly burnt ends. They are looking and smelling really good. And then what I like to do is get a little bit more of this Jack Daniels, and we just chuck a little bit, probably another shot or so, into the foil boat. Then I like to get a little bit of brown sugar and just go over the top with that brown sugar. Don't use too much of this because obviously it would burn. So just a little sprinkling over the top, just like so. Straight over the top with the foil. And then we're just going to pop it back onto the Ranger and close that down. Okay, so we're an hour on from when we wrapped them, and I just had a little look, and just look at those. They are looking really, really nice, as you can see. Really good. Was Barbecue Hut's Captain sauce, which is a favourite for mine. Use it all the time, and I'll also leave a link below for 10% off of this sauce. Really, really good. So what we're going to do is just sprinkle this over the top of the pork belly, just like so. Then we're going to grab the side of this and just coat these in that sauce. And then we're going to close that back down and let that sauce thicken up for another half an hour or so. Okay, so these have been on now for about 10-15 minutes, just letting that sauce thicken up, and you can see how good that is looking. Sticky glaze on the outside, but you know they're going to be soft and squishy. So let's get them on the bench and have a look and see how we done. Okay, so you can see we've laid them here on the bench. They're looking really good. The glaze is nice and sticky, and what we're going to do is just grab one and see how it falls apart. So just go straight in on the middle one. As you can see, nice and squishy. It's going to probably, fall apart just like that in your hand. So let's give it a go. And now those are proper pork belly burnt ends. Give them a try. Wow, those are absolutely amazing. Every single person that tries them says they are incredible. I really like them. I really like those sauces from my friend Warren as well. And don't forget, there is a discount code for them in the description for 15% off. So it's well worth giving those a try. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and join me next time for another edition of Will's Grill Shack. Thanks for watching.